Hey, it's me, Kati. Today I'm going to show you what $1 million will get you if you purchase a home on the North Shore of Chicago. Before I begin, go ahead and make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I want to make sure that you get all of the updates that you need in your inbox every time we post a new video. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Okay, so I want to talk about what does $1 million get you on the North Shore. I don't know if you're going to be excited, happy, sad, whatever, but if this is your first start about the North Shore, welcome. So I am a lifelong resident of the North Shore of Chicago. I grew up here. I raised my kids here. I know this area extremely well. And so I know what homes are like in all these different suburbs, and I want to share that with you today. Okay, so the North Shore, we are north of Chicago. You can get up to the North Shore from the city by getting on 94 and just zooming right up the Edens. So the North Shore is comprised of Wilmette Winnetka, Glencoe, Northfield, Glenview, Northbrook, Deerfield, Highland Park, Bannockburn, Lake Forest, and Lake Bluff. I'm going to show you the homes that have all sold for right around $1 million on the North Shore of Chicago. Okay, so the first house I'm going to start with is a home that's sold in Wilmette. Now, you can see that this home at 317 Park Avenue sold in Wilmette on May 26th of 2023. So now if we go ahead and look at this home, this is how I typically do it, is I'll just start looking at the pictures. It's an older home. You can see it's got 3 bedrooms. Very charming. Wilmette is very charming, but it does need some work. It's got carpet. It needs some updating. So the kitchen is actually quite nice. It looks pretty good. You've got the beautiful ceilings up top. The kitchen has been redone. You've got hardwood floors throughout and a fireplace. That's great. Now this seems a little tight in here just because you have those 2 chairs, not staged really well, but you have these great old built-ins there. Those are wonderful. This is a pretty tight bathroom. Mud room. Looks like a little bit of an attic space right there as well. And now you've got kind of a side yard there, and then the backyard with a detached garage. After I kind of look through all of the pictures, and then I'll look at the floor plans, and you can see you've got a lower level here, so there is a basement. And on the first floor, you have your living room, dining room, den, bathroom, kitchen, and family room. That's great. And then you've got 3 bedrooms on the second floor, and the primary bedroom does have an ensuite, which is great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look at the location in Wilmette to see if it's kind of on any busy streets. And you can see it is right here. Not super busy area, not terrible, but you can also see how far you are from the lakefront. So that's pretty important. You are a little closer to the train. You are going to get some train noise in this location. Okay, so now what you can see is this was listed at $899, and actually multiple offers were received, highest and best due. So they actually went over list. You can see somebody paid $101,000 over list price. Now the taxes on this are $15,000. What you want to look at is this is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, built in 1923. That is what $1 million in Wilmette will get you. Now the kitchen was updated, but it's going to be a little tight. So if you're looking for Wilmette, you are probably going to have to sacrifice on size. You may be able to get a little something updated, but not necessarily get the whole house updated. And remember, it'll be a little tight. All right, the next house we're going to look at is 924 Forest Glen in Winnetka. So this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath house, about 3,000 square feet, built in 1941. There are older homes in Wilmette and in Winnetka. Just keep that in mind. So these taxes are $23,000, and let's take a look at how the condition of this house looks. As you can see, it is older. It is all brick. It does have a yard. You can see that it has some charm. It has a fireplace in there as well. It does have beautiful hardwood floors. Hardwood floors will get you quite a bit of money in the North Shore. They're really important to have. This has this nice outdoor porch, patio area. Now look at this. The kitchen is old. Most likely you're going to want to redo it. You can see that they actually just replaced these, so these might be okay, and it might be livable, but really buyers on the North Shore, especially in Winnetka, are not going to stand to have this type of a kitchen. Okay, so now let's look at where the location is. Typically in Winnetka, if you are east of Green Bay, that's really the premium. And this is going to be Green Bay Road here along with the train line. So you can see here is the water here. Here's the beautiful Lake Michigan. Let's just take a look at this house and see if it's on a busy street. Looks like it's in the center of Winnetka, and here is the Winnetka downtown area. So you can also see another floor plan we have. You've got everything on the first floor. You walk in the house through the foyer, and you've got a large living room, dining room, kitchen, and garage. Now the issue issue with this house, as you can see, is there is no family room in this house. The family room is over here, basically, but if you're in the kitchen, most people like an open kitchen to family room layout. So my guess is this wall would come down and somebody's going to redo this area to make this a living space as well. So this is a very tight layout. So this is, remember, $1 million. Going upstairs to look at it, we've still got the hardwood floors, smaller closets. That is very dated. Somebody's going to want to redo that. But let's look at this layout here. You have a primary bedroom with a bathroom, but that bathroom is also attached to this other bedroom. So that is a shared bath there. Now you've got this bathroom with a Jack and Jill here as well. So you do have 4 bedrooms upstairs. However, you need to look at this is the closet. So if you're looking at $1 million in Winnetka, you might not get a very big closet. And then here is the basement. Many basements in these areas are smaller, and some of them do take on water. So if you are going with an older home in Winnetka or Wilmette, you're going to want to make sure that it is not taking on water. You can see this is unfinished here and finished here in the basement. So this house was originally listed at $975 and it's sold over list at $1 million. And this closed in March of 23. This also had multiple offers. So you need to think about this. Is this house size going to be big enough for you in Winnetka? And also look at those taxes. Those taxes can be a little bit higher than what you may be used to. What you have here is a nice house in a very nice area that's going to have a lot of activity around it. It's going to be smaller, and this house is going to need some work to update the bathrooms and the kitchen. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at $1 million in Winnetka, this is what it's going to get you. Okay, now we are looking at Glenview. Glenview is east of Wilmette. And in Glenview, we're going to be looking at 1230 Westview Road. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with 3,000 square feet, built in 1939. So again, this is a little bit older of a home as well. Now this is in a great spacious area in Glencoe Park, so it's going to have a larger piece of land. So if you're looking for a larger piece of land, you might want to move over to Glenview. So let's take a look at this house. So you can see it is older. It does look dated. The kitchen is functionable and livable. There is a lot of wallpaper in this house. These are older windows as well. So this does have some more space, but it does look like somebody's going to have to rework the home a little bit and make some updates. Looks cute, has some decent space, unfinished space here, larger yard. So if you're looking for a larger yard, like I said, you may want to consider Glenview. Okay, so we do have floor plans on this one, and you can see you walk in here, you've got a living room, a dining room. In the kitchen, there's actually a wall there. So the kitchen is not really open to the dining room, so my guess is that you're going to want to do some work. In addition, there is a 4th bedroom on the 1st floor, which may not be what you're looking for. There is also a den. So my guess is this house is actually going to be reworked. On the 2nd floor, you have the primary bedroom here with a lot of great space through here because you enter in here. You got 2 walk-in closets, a primary bath as well. My guess is this is probably an addition that was put on the house. You also have the 2nd bedroom and the 3rd bedroom. This 3rd bedroom has a very small closet, and the 2nd bedroom has a walk-in, and they share this bath here. So realistically, this is 3 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bedroom on the 1st floor. It does have a basement as well. So this area has a lot of trees. It's a very nice area of Glenview. So these homes are going to go for a little bit more money than you might find in a different area. The taxes on this one are $20,000. It does have a 2-car attached garage. So let's go ahead and look at the location on this one. So Glenview, as you can see, is further east from the lakefront, but that's okay. You can see here's the Edens to get up to the North Shore, and let's just look to see if this is on any busy streets and what the area looks like. It does not. So this is a great location as well. So all in all, 1230 Westview is a very nice home. It has a little more space than the homes that were in Winnetka and Wilmette, but it still is dated and you're still going to need to put in some work. All right, I'm going to talk to you now about 2150 New Willow Road in Northfield. Now Northfield is a very unique community because it shares the same zip code as Winnetka, but the homes are different, the lots are different. You get a lot more land in Northfield, but it doesn't have a central downtown like Winnetka does. So it's a little bit different. It's still New Trier schools. If you're looking for more space and more land, Northfield might be the place to be. However, there are quite a few homes that are in a floodplain there, so you need to be careful, and some of the homes don't have basements either. All right, so this is a 4-bedroom, 4 full bath, 2 half baths, 7,000 square foot home, and they're not sure when it was built. And now if you look at those taxes, they're $29,000. Yes, $29,000. And when they get reassessed, those will be over $30,000. Keep that in mind. The bigger the lot you have, the more property taxes you pay. So now this house is on an acre. So as I said, that's a bigger lot. So let's take a look at this house. It looks like it's been somewhat of a rehab. So there's probably a lot of stuff going on in the house. But it's been updated, right? You have your beautiful hardwood floors, fresh and white and nice, but you do have these steps there. Some people might not like that. Now I'm going to say that this is all virtually staged. So you can see that these pictures here are virtually staged. It is not staged like that. The kitchen is somewhat updated. It is move-in ready for sure. However, I'm going to guess that these have been painted cabinets, and you can tell because of the style of the woodwork in these. It just looks like they've been painted, and maybe some new countertops and new appliances have been put in. It does have this tile floor that not a lot of people are going to love. Again, this looks staged as well. The pictures are a little staged. So this house does need a little bit of work, even though the pictures look pretty good. This bathroom is newer. That's fantastic. Hardwood throughout, and the master bedroom is pretty big with a gigantic bathroom. This might not be everybody's style, but if you're looking for something that's a little more updated, that's on a big piece of land, this could do it. As you can see, it is an acre. This house is a little unique just because it's a little chopped up, because there are some additions that look like it's been put on here. So you walk in the front door and then you walk into the space. You've got your dining room, your great room, and your media room. So you can see the kitchen is not on this level here. The kitchen, you actually have to walk up the stairs to this other kitchen and dining room area with the office den and another living room. So there is quite a bit of space, but the layout is going to be a touch awkward. Not everybody would love this necessarily. You do have a very small partial basement. So when you're going up to the second floor for the bedrooms, you've got your primary bedroom here with a smaller walk-in closet and then a larger walk-in closet and then that massive primary bath that I showed you. You've also got this loft area here, and you've got a bedroom, bedroom, and bedroom, one ensuite here, one ensuite here, and one ensuite here. So you have 4 full baths upstairs. Each bedroom has their own bathroom. That might also be something that you're looking for. So now let's go ahead and look at the location on this one. Okay, so if you know Northfield, you know that Willow Road is a pass-through street. Now this is New Willow Road. Just the Willow Road is going to give you the indication that it's actually not in a fantastic location, but let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, the lake is here and here is the house. But what you obviously can see is that this is a main road. Willow Road is a main road and it can get quite busy. Now this road only has a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. However, people go way faster than that. This house is also set back on this lot, as you can see. You may not be getting a lot of noise or seeing a lot of traffic, but you need to recognize that you're not going to have a lot of real neighbors. It's not going to be super neighborly and close to each other. So while $1 million gets you an almost updated home, you might not like this location. That's okay. Some people love it. Obviously it's sold and it has some great space in it as well. All in all, this house on New Willow Road looks like it could have been a great house. It has some great space in it and everything seems to be pretty much updated. You might still want to do a few things to make it your own, but in Northfield you get more land and it's centrally located right in the middle of the North Shore. All right, the next home we're going to be talking about is 1431 Wood Hill in Northbrook. Now this house sold for $1 million. It was listed at $999. It has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and 3,400 square feet. So it's a little bit bigger and it was built in 1968. So the taxes are about $14,000, which is a little less than our other suburbs as well. So Northbrook does have newer homes than Winnetka or Wilmette. Glenview has half and half, but they also have homes this age as well. So this is in East Northbrook. You've got curbs, you've got sidewalks. This home is going to be a little bit bigger. This is your typical colonial in Northbrook. Northbrook has a lot of colonial homes, and this is just one of those standards. They were built in the 60s and 70s. So this home is in good condition. You can see it might not be to everybody's taste, but it does have a little more room. The kitchen is a little bit newer. Somebody may want to paint the cabinets, maybe replace the countertops, but it does have hardwood, which always goes over really, really well on the North Shore. It does have a nice family room with some nice detail on the ceiling. It is open to the kitchen as well. You can get to the backyard by going out the door right there. Nice den where there is an office on the first floor. This is fantastic. And then you can see there is some wallpaper, but this is a cute home in good condition on a great street in East Northbrook. So this is a nice patio out the back and a very, very decent yard. So if we look at the floor plan on this one, you can see you're going in the foyer, dining room, living room, family room, lot more space in this one than we were just currently looking at. Your kitchen's a little small, but you might be able to do something with a great laundry room and an office on the first floor. The second one, you're going to see that it does have a primary with a large walk-in closet and a large primary bath. And then you've got this bedroom and this bedroom and this bedroom that all go into this hallway bath. So you do have 2 baths upstairs. You do have a basement as well that is partially finished. Let's take a look at this location in Northbrook just to kind of see where it is and see if it's on any busy streets. So you are further away from the lake at this point. You could take the Edens right up here and then get off. Bluff and then go right down Waukegan. This street is actually a little close to Waukegan, but it's not too close, so it shouldn't be a problem for location. All in all, you're going to get a bigger house in Northbrook than you are probably in Glenview, Winnetka, or Wilmette, and it might be a little more updated. So if you're looking for a little bit bigger house and maybe a little bit bigger yard, Northbrook might be the place for you to start. Next, we're going to do 843 Bluff in Glencoe. So this house was actually listed for $850 in July of 2023, and it sold for $1 million. So it sold for $150,000 over list. And if you note, the taxes are about $21,000. So this house is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath house that's about 2,700 square feet and built in 1966. So this actually, Glencoe is also on the lake and it's just north of Winnetka. So let's go ahead and take a look at these pictures. You have this beautiful cobblestone driveway, that's wonderful, a 2-car attached garage. This is more like your colonial. It does need a little bit of work. It's a little dated. It does have parquet floors. These are great screen doors out to the yard, so that's wonderful. Now also you can see though, the kitchen is very old and it's not open necessarily to the family room. Somebody's going to want to do some work on that. It does have a first floor laundry room, which is great. And you can see it's pretty vanilla. Not a lot going on in this. This one is one of those that you can make a canvas on your own. It does have a decent basement, large basement that you'll probably want to finish, and a decent yard as well. So let's take a look at this floor plan. Here's the first floor. You're walking in this way. You've got a nice big den, and then you've got a living room to your right side. You've got a family room and a dining room, and both of those open up to the patio, which is great. And the kitchen is here. Remember, it's a little bit smaller and it's kind of cut off. Nice big laundry mud room here as well. On the second floor, you have 4 bedrooms. You have your primary here with a large walk-in closet and a full bath. Now the full bath isn't very big, so somebody might not like that. Here's your bedroom 2 with a walk-in closet. 3 has a walk-in closet, and bedroom 4 has 2 other closets, which is great. Now these 3 bedrooms are going to share this 1 bathroom, which might be good, it might be bad. So there are only 2 bathrooms upstairs. And the basement is partially finished as well. Taking a look at this location, look what you see. You see that the lake is in picture view, so it does mean you are a little closer to the lake. You still are west of Green Bay Road, which is a very fine area to be in. It's just when you go east of Green Bay, you're getting into the multi-million dollar homes. And we're talking, what can you get for $1 million? So we're gonna take a look and just see what kind of area is this in. Great area, not a busy street, awesome. Okay, so all in all, in Glencoe, for $1 million, you can get a home, a colonial with an attached 2-car garage on a very decent lot that needs to be totally updated. This house is probably a complete gut. So you're really looking at another $250 to $350 putting into this house. Maybe even more if you got expensive tastes. Next, we're gonna be looking at 95 Manor in Deerfield. This house is a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath house, 4,700 square feet, built in 1969. Now taxes are about $25,000 here. So we have moved into Lake County. Anything north of Lake Hook Road is going to be in Lake County. And in Lake County, unbelievably, the taxes are higher there. The property taxes are higher in Lake County, especially in Deerfield and in Highland Park. Now let's look at these pictures. You can see, look at this house. It's much bigger. It's got a lot of space in it. It's a little dated, but it is livable. Look at this, lots of space, not like what we've been seeing, but it does need some updates. This is a beautiful room right there. If you like carpet, that's okay. You might want to replace the carpet. It's got a new bathroom, a new primary bathroom, which looks great. Good space, good shower, good bathrooms. This house is in very good condition. Great mudroom, and it does have a basement as well. Okay, now look at this yard. You got a nice big yard as well. All right, so let's look at these floor plans. You're gonna go in the foyer. You've got a large living room to the left, a dining room, a kitchen, breakfast nook. Look at this huge area for sitting and entertaining. That's awesome. Now you do have a bedroom on this first floor that does not look like it has a full bath. There is the laundry right here and a mud room. Here's your second floor. You're coming up your stairs here. You got your primary bathroom here, and it does have this additional room here, which you could turn into a closet. It's got a great new master bath, and it is open to below here. You do have bedroom 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got an ensuite bathroom here, a hall bath here as well, and then you've got another hall bath. So you've got 2 hall baths and an ensuite. So you have 4 bathrooms up here. You get a lot of space in this location. And this house does have a partial basement, so it's not a gigantic basement, but it is finished. If we look to see where this location is as far from the lake, it's kind of a ways from the lake. You can absolutely see see that. But let's see if it's on any busy streets. It is not, but it does back up to this river right here, which you may not be interested in. It does back up to this green space here as well. So if something backs up to a river, you want to see if it's actually in a floodplain, because it could be. So let me go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so this says no, it is not located in a floodplain. That's great news. Okay, so this house was listed for $999 and it sold for $999 in June of 2023. So as you can see, moving up north into Lake County, you're gonna get a little bit more space and it might be in better condition. So you need to decide, is size important to you? Is condition important to you? Is location and proximity to the lake important to you? What is important to you? And don't forget, those taxes can get pretty high in Lake County if you're not careful. Okay, now we're gonna be talking about 1980 Old Briar Road in Highland Park. Now Highland Park again is north of Lake Cook Road. And so some of the taxes are going to be higher, but you might be able to get more house for your money. So this house was listed for $1 million and it sold for $1.5 million in May of 2023. So this one, the taxes are $20,000. Seems a little low for Highland Park, but what do I know? Just because you're in Lake County. So maybe they've done a good job of fighting their taxes every year. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3,400 square feet, and built in 1977. So as you can see, this house has been updated. This house has been rehabbed. It looks like it's in very, very nice condition. It's cute. It does have the pre-finished wood and not the actual hardwood, but that's okay. Some people are okay with that and like that. But this looks completely and totally move-in ready. So you can get $1 million completely move-in ready in the North Shore. Basement looks nice and big and finished. That's great. Attached 2-car garage. And you do have a little pond here. Some people might not like that if you've got little kids, but all in all, looks great. So it does look like you actually own half that pond, which I don't know. Some people might like that. Some people might not like that. All right, so let's look at the floor plan here. You're gonna walk in the foyer and then you've got a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen. Pretty normal, but the kitchen isn't super open to the dining room. There is the family room over here, and you just have an opening in there as well. Now there is a bedroom on this first floor, so they're counting one of the bedrooms on this first floor, and you do have a laundry room. All right, let's take a look upstairs. So you do have 4 bedrooms upstairs. It does look like this is the primary with a large walk-in closet and a large bathroom. So that's a great win. You've got a walk-in, and then you've got a big closet over here, and those 3 bedrooms share another bathroom. So let's go ahead and take a look at the location. Again, we're gonna look in proximity to the lakefront. You can see it's right here. This is 41, the Edens turns into 41, and this is how you get up north past where the Edens turns into 294. And let's just look at this location, see if it's in a bad location, if it has anything weird backing up to it. Nope, looks pretty good. So all in all, 1980 Old Briar Road looks like a great house. The taxes are a little lower for Highland Park. It's completely updated, move-in ready, in a community that you can walk around, you can see your neighbors, things like that. But you have to keep in mind, the thing that is an issue with this house is that there is a pond literally in the backyard. So that cut out a lot of the potential buyers. So if you're trying to find this house again, meaning you want to spend $1 million for something like this, there might be something else that might not work with the house. All right, now we're going to talk about 900 Timber in Lake Forest. Lake Forest is super unique because it has a lot of older homes, more land, spacious land, very, very prestigious East Lake Forest. Before COVID, nobody wanted to live in Lake Forest, meaning nobody. They couldn't sell anything. They had homes listed on the market there for 4 years. It was just a dying community. Even though the homes are beautiful, even though the lots are beautiful, even though the lakefront is wonderful, but the young people were not interested in living in Lake Forest because the commute is pretty far from the city. You are a solid hour from the city without traffic. You might be able to get there a little bit faster if you're speeding, but with traffic, you are well into an hour and a half to 2 hours to get down to the city. Once COVID happened, everybody thought, wow, Lake Forest is great. Look at these wonderful homes, and then they could work remotely. So Lake Forest has had a resurgence, and it is one of the top areas where people love to be now, and the market there is really hot. Okay, so let's talk about this house. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 3,400 square feet, built in 1964. Original list price was $999 and it sold for $995. These taxes are $13,000, which is actually quite low. So this is a typical colonial. This is kind of the colonial that I was talking about in Northbrook. So it looks freshly painted. It does have some nice hardwood floors. The furniture might be a little dated, and this is some great built-ins that if somebody painted white, they'd love. Cute house, good condition, great new kitchen, beautiful kitchen that's been updated that everyone would love. Right going out to the outside, little coffee station, eating area, nice family room. This house is what every young buyer is really looking for as far as the way it looks, the way it feels, the white, the brightness of it, the light, the hardwood floors. So here is the primary bathroom. It does look bigger. It does have a shower, but it does look like it only has one sink. Hardwood floors throughout, and then it does have a decent basement. The ceilings might be a little low. And here is the backyard. Beautiful backyard patio, great space. Okay, let's take a look at this floor plan. You walk in the foyer, you've got your dining room, your living room, you've got your kitchen here, and it is somewhat open up to this family room, which is great. You do have a 2-car garage, but if you note, there is no mudroom. Now, mudrooms are really a big deal on the North Shore. This one has no mudroom, so where do your kids drop their stuff? You go up to the second floor, you've got the primary bedroom. The closets are going to be a little small, and the bathroom is going to be a little bit small. You do have 3 bedrooms upstairs that share 1 bath, and the bedrooms are an okay size. You do have partially finished basement as well. All right, so you can see this location puts you really close to the lakefront, which is awesome. Great location. Now let's just see if this has any busy roads near it. Nope, doesn't look like there are any busy roads near here either. So this is going to be a great location. Okay, so all in all, 900 timber, looks like a great house. Very solid colonial, pretty typical. It might be a little smaller than most people are looking for, 3,400 square feet, but it is nice. It looks like it's in great condition. It's got a great yard and a good location. And that is what $1 million gets you in Lake Forest. Okay, let's talk about 100 Boardman, Lake Bluff, Illinois. As I said, Lake Bluff and Lake Forest are sort of similar. Lake Bluff is even further north than Lake Forest, but it's a really cute community right on the water. So this house was listed for $1,099,000 and it sold for $1 million. The taxes are about $16,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house, 3,100 square feet, built in 1989. So as you can see, this is a bigger home. And since it's newer, it's gonna have a more modern update, a more modern feel, and it's gonna have larger rooms. Now, as I said, Lake Bluff is a little bit further north of Lake Forest, and so there are people who think it's just too far north. So the kitchen is probably gonna need to be redone. It does have some great space in this home though. You can see the hardwood throughout. Bathrooms are large. Somebody would probably want to redo it. Very clean, and it's a huge yard. Fantastic, great deck, wonderful home. Now, you can see this roof doesn't look that great, so that roof might need to be redone. So let's take a look at this location and see where it is. You can see it's super close to the lakefront as well. So Lake Bluff, I love Lake Bluff. It's so super cute. It's great. It's got a great sense of community, and you are super close to the lake. All right, so 100 Boardman Court in Lake Bluff. Cute community. Not everybody loves Lake Bluff just because it is so far north, but if you feel like you want that sense of community, maybe you want to be closer to the lake and your budget is a little lower, Lake Bluff could be the place for you. So that's it for my tour of what will $1 million get you on the North Shore. I hope this was helpful. I just sort of ran through some homes here. I do this all the time. I know the North Shore really well. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy just to jump on a call with you and talk to you about the best location for you based upon your budget, your desires, the house that you're looking for, the space, where are you working, if you want to be close to transportation, you're taking the train. I know all of this. I can guide you. I can help you. My text is down below. Feel free to shoot me a text. I would love to chat with you anytime. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have watched this whole video, that means you are not going to want to miss the next video that I do. Thanks for watching, and if you know, you know.